So once you've closed the deal, your VA handles the transaction completely?
Pretty much for the most part, as far as my side goes, yes.
So, but when there's a problem, he says, "Hey, Stace, I've got a problem," and he only alerts you to the big problems. All the other problems, he just handles.
Absolutely. He's been trained. We spent some time with him in the very beginning. He's been with us for roughly 1 year, and you know, did a little bit of training with him in the beginning, how we wanted things done, the processes, and he implements them, and he goes with it. So if he has a problem, he contacts me every single day. Every single morning, he checks in with me. He lets me know what's going on. He gives us feedback at the end of the day, everything that he's done throughout the day, all the clients that he's touched, all the conversations with them. He sends them to us. I review that information, and I pretty much know that my clients are lined out, and I don't have to worry about it. So anytime he runs up against a problem, he'll tell them, you know, I need to get back with you on that. He checks in with me. I tell him how to solve that problem, and he'll go back to him and he'll fix the problem for him.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's one of the best things. I mean, it's awesome.
Thank you.
Everybody needs one. His work ethic, where they're at, they have more typhoons pretty much. I mean, this is like their 23rd, 24th typhoon this year. So, right. You know, and that's basically a hurricane. And this guy, our VA, he sent me pictures, he emailed me pictures. They had a typhoon, and everything is flooded. I mean, there's, you know, 6 feet of water running through the streets. He's got 2 feet of water in his house, and he still has electricity, and he's still working. He's got his TV mounted on the wall where he uses it for his monitor, and you can see mice floating through the picture, and this guy is sitting there in 2 feet of water working. It's amazing.
He calls on all of our under contracts. He continually calls, you know, the sellers that go under contract. He runs all of the NPS scores, which is, I'm sure everybody's heard of the NPS, and he handles all of that, which is, he really is amazing. He's a hard worker, never complains. He's on all of our huddles in the morning. He's also involved with our listing meeting and our closing meetings and our impact zone meetings. So he's completely updated on where we're at with everything. And that's his time to, you know, if he's got questions or we need to go over training, we go through it right.
So I'm Chris Upham from the Washington, D.C., Alexandria area, and we have Virtual Assistant Mercy, and her job is transaction coordinating and listing coordinating, and also our hiring process coordinating. And so specifically, how does that work? We've got like 7-page checklists that we developed of how do we, you know, take things from contract to closing, and she manages that. She's got her checklists and ways that she makes sure those things are going throughout the process. Listing coordinating, it was a beautiful day for me. The very first time I got a listing sign and handed it to her, and she sat there and got all the photos uploaded to Keystone, had the virtual tour made, had the videos made, had the interactive floor plan thing made, had all of the MRS all loaded up, and all I needed to do right before I went live was go through and just double check that it was all right. And that, to me, I used to spend a week doing that stuff myself. And the first day, I was like, I cannot believe this has just happened. So those are some of the kinds of things that Mercy does. She is an integral part of our team.
You know, you have good experiences with virtual assistants, you have bad experiences. And the ones who have bad experiences are the ones who did not train them properly. So I really made sure that I took, about 45 days to really role play and train my ISA on the scripts. So that way, when I actually put her onto the phone, she was actually going to be effective and I would have a good experience.
She's better than I think any employee I've ever hired. I don't know if that has to do with their work ethic or if it's your hiring process versus mine, but we've been really happy with her.
More dependable than everybody else you've got. They're showing up before everyone else, leaving after everyone else, and they're sending their end-of-day reports